So, welcome back to another video on this channel, and today we are gonna be doing like a story time. I'm gonna be doing lots more of these on my channel. They obviously were like the most successful running series, and I'm kind of moving away from like IRL videos. I don't really like them anymore, so I'm just gonna be doing like gaming and me talking, which is what you'll find all over the internet now. But anyway, this is gonna be going into the story of how I got into what I now find to be one of the funniest arguments. Well, not really an argument, but I suppose it classifies as one ever. This happened a long time ago. Well, I say a long time ago. It was about 3 years ago, pushing into 2. All right, that's what I'm gonna say. So, what you need to get a grasp on the story is it kind of starts off like the story starts. I'm gonna say August 2016. Alright, that I had an iPhone 5, alright, and then it broke. Basically, dodgy chargers is what happened. Don't use them, don't use untrusted chargers. But yeah, that basically happened, and it broke my phone completely. So I was using kind of like a different phone that was like used by several people in the house. So there's basically a phone that's used by several people after I broke my iPhone 5, and this has taken place about 3 years ago. So there's a phone where everyone, well, not everyone uses, but a few people are using, and yeah, so I'm actually like kinda alright. I get to do whatever on this phone. I get to look up the internet. I have my tablet as well, which wasn't really a big deal because I never really used the tablet, and it wasn't even the tablet for some reason couldn't download the app in question, which I'll get into a bit later. But yeah, so that's all you really need to know. So I mainly used that phone because, like, if you were downstairs or whatever, I could use that. If it was like upstairs, I could use a tablet, whatever. It was a long time ago, so I'm trying to remember it well. But anyway, that's that. And I'm basically just trying to think, what do I do? Like, I'm thinking to myself, oh, I like the internet, I like the fact that I got my internet. And this is the point everyone else had the app in question, which I'm now going to expose to be Snapchat. And this story happens about 3 years ago. So I just says, and at this point I was not allowed any social medias. Just a year before that, I'd actually tried to set up a YouTube channel, and that went down in a completely different way. But if you want me to tell that story, try and get 5 likes. If we get 5 likes, I'll tell that story. But anyway, that was so funny, that story. But that happened last year, so I knew at this point I was never gonna get social media access, and I wanted the app. I wanted Snapchat. Alright, all my friends had it, they were using it to contact each other, blah blah blah. Alright, so like I'm just making this video to tell my funny story, but it might help you out. But anyway, we need to go back ages ago, probably to not long before the whole argument started happening. I want to say about a few days before it all kicked off. And one of my siblings, which is kind of older than me, was playing around with her phone, and she had like a Snapchat filter on, and we were playing about with that, and I thought, oh, funny and all, and I obviously wanted it kind of made me envy a bit. I wanted the app even more, and that was cool, and I didn't really mind. But I just kept on wanting it more and more as the weeks went on. And so I asked one of my, so it was a few weeks later, and I'd learned this, I've learned this tactic, I had learned this tactic of asking for stuff, where I used to just go to one, like, I'm not gonna say, but one of my siblings, and ask them to ask for me, and I used to sit in the stairs and hope for the best and close my eyes. I was too scared to ask by myself. I don't know why. Like, I wouldn't get in trouble for asking, because, you know, you can only ask, but I just was so nervous about asking. I don't know why. But anyway, that's all going down. So I come up with the genius plan to a couple days later ask for Snapchat, which is fine, because I said to my friends, today's the day, I'm going to go to my mum and I'm going to get this app, alright? I said, okay, that's fine, that's what they said. And so I get my brother, and he says, alright, no big deal. He was also a bit older, so he's like, whatever, I'll just ask for you. And because he already had the app, and I said, well, that's cool. And I was listening to the stars, and my mum was just like, no. Just like, not even like a hint of like any thought in her voice, just a clear no. And I thought, oh no. So it was my immediate instinct to burst and run down from the stairs and burst into argument saying, why do you have to say no to everyone, blah 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 blah. And she was just like, please, just for once, I need peace and quiet. I'm doing this, and I'm not sure what she was doing, but it was some sort of insurance thing. I don't even know. But she was doing whatever, sorting out something. But she said something, I'm not sure, it was something generic and boring that you hear all the time. I'm not sure what it is, but she was sorting out files of some sort. And I was like, alright, blah blah blah. And I left her for a while and kept on coming back to it, and I was kind of bugging her, and I was pushing it, and then I just like, I think she was kind of coming to the end of it, and she wasn't really doing it anymore. And I said, okay, and I went again and went to ask, and she said no again. And then I said, come on, it's just a bit of fun. You just text your friends and do face filters. And like, no, what if some random 40-year-old texts you, blah blah blah. And I was like, that won't happen, because generally who just accepts a sketchy looking friend request, you know? Like, if it's sketchy looking, you don't generally accept it. But my mum didn't realise I was that mature. I wouldn't even realise I was that mature. Like, now you can't really trust someone that young to be mature enough. You don't know if they're mature or not, or if they're just saying they're mature. You don't know. So anyway, that was all good and fine, but I tried to like ask, and then I was like, I won't add anyone back. And this is where the funny part comes in, because she didn't know like how it worked. She kind of got all the social medias mixed up, and she was like, no, they can just add you, they can just text you, blah blah blah, out of nowhere. And I'm just sitting there like trying to explain all to her, but she's in denial, proper saying that she knows how this app works, when she's pretty much describing Facebook, thinking that Snapchat is the same thing as Facebook, which is something most parents do. Subconsciously think all social medias are the same, and she starts describing the exact concept of Facebook, and I'm like, no, that's Facebook. And I'm trying to explain what Snapchat is, And then later on that evening, I'm not sure what was happening, but we were actually playing the face filters again, and I said to my sibling, oh, I don't know why. She said no. She said blah blah blah. Then my sister kind of explained what it was, and she believed her, but she didn't believe me because I was a little kid. Well, I wasn't that young, but still not at the point to be believed enough, and I was mad about that. But at the end of the day, I got my damn up. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. It's a funny story time. I don't even know what else to say on it. It was just a bit of fun. You know, it happened, and it's just a complete, well, I'm not gonna say argument, but me nagging over pretty much nothing. But like in general, you could swap out the app for anything, like going somewhere or something, and it would probably end up in the exact same situation. Someone else explains it, but they believe them instead of you. It's just kind of weird. They think you're gonna be lying. Like, it's hard to explain, but like, I'm just gonna say it out loud. You like might be in the same situation that I was 3 years ago, when I was fighting to get Snapchat. But if it is, show them this video, and basically it's just explaining that it's just face filters and stuff. But this was just like a story time video, which is just a bit of fun. I might have another video out today. I'm not sure. I might not. It depends, but I definitely will have another story time out tomorrow. I'm gonna try and upload a story time like every day. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.